Yo, yo, yo. What's the dealio, y'all? What's the dealio? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling, man? Hey, look, it's time for live. It's time for the watch, not the watch list. It's time to chart tonight, man. So, hey, say what's up. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. All right, be sure to like this video as well. All right. By the time we get off this live, let's make sure we get 150 likes on this video, y'all. All right. Every single day, I'm bringing a regular video, and then we go live in the evening as well, right? Giving you guys life-changing information, right? Giving you guys levels, giving you guys setups in the stock market so you can make money the next day, all right? So let me know in the comments where y'all tuning in from. Say what's up in the comments. Like this video, y'all, all right? As y'all come on in, be sure to like this video. All right, Best Beezy, what's up, what's up? Shaleezy, what up? How you feeling, how you feeling? What's up, Pam? QTZ, what up? What up, though? 6 Mile. P. Bryant, what up? What up? How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? How was the market today? It was a crazy day in the market. What up, Alchemist? It was a crazy day in the market for sure. A lot of landmines. All right. Tia, what's up, Tia? Yo, G, what up? Derek, how you feeling? April Little, shout out to Cali. What up? Chaos, he in Boston. What's up? What up, Michael? Don't fold. What up, Perry? He said it got me. Hey, me too. Right? I got a little, you know what I'm saying? A little scar today, but it's all good. What's up, Joy? What's going on, DC? Shout out to DC. Ed Miller, what up? How you doing? Angie, how you feeling? How you feeling? Listen, y'all, be sure to like this video. As y'all come on in, be sure to like this video. All right, get those likes up as we come on in. We about to go over our levels and all of that good stuff. Dr. V, what's up? What up, Liz? He said, crazy, but I made it through. Shout out to that. What's up, Doc? How you doing? So, I don't know if this is going to be an hour and a half live today, but we still going to find some levels and we going to find some setups. All right. Shout out to QQQ. He cooked on the QQQ today. What's up, Black Pearl? How you doing? How you feeling? How you feeling? All right. So, y'all, listen. The market today and yesterday, well, today was kind of like, it was ups and downs. It was a good amount of consolidation. It was a lot of traps and stuff like that. So tomorrow, I'm kind of expecting us to break out of a range, specifically IWM and a couple other stocks as well. The SPY did come down, but I do think that we got some more downside action coming. All right. Am I predicting it? No, but just kind of what I'm seeing, I'm thinking that tomorrow and or the next day, we're going to have some downside action coming. All right. What up, Dub Mattress? How you feeling? Christina, how you doing? How you doing? What's up, Key? What up, Narden B? How you feeling? Derek Buford, what up? So, hey, y'all, be sure to like this video, okay? When you guys come in, if you have not, hit that like button, all right? I'm about to give you guys some levels and some setups for tomorrow. We're going to go through a whole analysis. We're going to go through a whole analysis of the market today and what to expect tomorrow. All right. What up, Keechi Griffith? How you feeling? Liz said, if you are not a part of the TPC trading family, I would join today. She said, we make money every day. Hey, for sure. Hey, I didn't tell her to say that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tell her to say that. You feel me? I appreciate that, Liz, right? But that is a fact. All right. We got too many ways to make money. Right? Ed Miller said to join the Discord, what platform do you have to use to trade on? You can trade on whatever you trading on, right? Robinhood, Webull, Thinkorswim, it don't matter. You can use whatever you use. What's up, Angel? How you feeling? From the 262. That's what's up. Where's 262 at? What city is that? What's up, Kiki? How you feeling? All right, y'all. So listen, couple things real quick. Nothing that I said in this video is financial advice. All right. If you guys want financial advice, be sure to go talk to a licensed financial advisor. All right. Do your due diligence on anything that I say. Okay. I am not responsible for anything that happens when we get off these lives. I'm not even responsible for what happens on these lives. All right? I just want to say that. All right? Next up, I will be discontinuing one-on-ones pretty soon. So if you want to do a one-on-one, I highly recommend you to schedule it ASAP. All right? Before I take it off. Because when I take it off, I don't want to be hearing people saying, hey, I wanted to do a one-on-one. All right? I'm giving you guys a little bit of time to do this. So if you want to do a one-on-one, make sure you book it ASAP. All right? Davita, she in Texas. Shout out to Texas. He said Wisconsin. Okay. Midwest in the building. What's up, Helene? How you doing? What's good from Warwick, Rhode Island? Hey, shout out to Rhode Island, man. That's what's up. That's deep in the East Coast right there, man. All right. All right, so we about to get started. We're going to go over SPY. We're going to go over IWM. Y'all know the game plan, right? Y'all know how we get down. So we're going to pull up these charts. Before I pull up these charts, let me say, if you guys are on here and you have not, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and let me know where y'all tapping in from. All right? I want to know where you guys are from. I want to know what cities you guys are in. Because as we start building this channel up more and more, I'm going to be coming. I'm the type of person I want to pull up, right? I want to see who you guys are in real life, right? So whatever city that we have the most, viewers and engaged viewers from, that's the first city I'm going to be going to, right? I know it's a lot of people that rock with me from Houston, and it's a lot of people in Detroit and the DMV, right? So listen, whatever cities is rocking with me the most, that's where I'm going to be going to. That's why I want to know where you guys are at. You know what I'm saying? We just got to get a head count. All right, what up, James? How you feeling? What up, pullback premiums? All right, New Jersey. Okay. All right, so let's get it popping, y'all. All right, let's handle business. Let's get down to business. All right, so we're gonna go to SPY like we always do. All right, so puts below. Tampa Bay, shout out to Florida. What up, money in hands? How you feeling? It don't matter what city you go to, I'm pulling up. I appreciate that, Alchemist. Hey, that's love, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. He said, you could pull up to New York and New Jersey, we close. Oh yeah, that's real close. Hey, what up, Aunt? How you feeling? Raleigh, North Carolina. Andrea, what's up? All right, Alchemist. I'm gonna be like, hey y'all, I'm in Montana. Come pull up on me. I'm in Montana. I'm doing a pop-up in Montana. Come on. You know what I'm saying? No complaint. Yeah, all is well, bro. Life is a blessing. All right. Money in hands. He said, watch you every day. He said, bro, you became a routine, made $300 this week with you. Hey, y'all see that right there? Y'all see that? He made $300 this week and it's only Wednesday, right? I sincerely am happy that you guys are making money from my videos. That's why I put videos out every single day. All right? So thank you guys for that. Thank you guys for tapping in. Thank you guys for tuning in. All right? Like real talk. So every single day, man, I'm trying to help you guys make real money, right, in this market, no matter what. All right, what's up, Deborah? Hey, you got it, money in hands. Ashley said we carpooling. All right, y'all. We gonna do it. Listen, we're gonna do a pop-up soon. Buying power 600 now, doing that small challenge. There we go. I'm telling you, it works. It works, right? What up, Jamil? It works. Stick to the script. If I gotta do another video, breaking it down from another angle, I will. All right. So you're gonna see me every day. Hey, tap in. I want to see y'all every day. I'm gonna be here every day. You know what I mean? Name one city in Montana without looking it up. What is it? Hold on, give me a second. Cheyenne is Wyoming. Montana, Maelstrom. Maelstrom. Feel me? Am I right or wrong, Skip? Maelstrom. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. Am I right or wrong? Is Maelstrom a city in Montana? Am I right or wrong, y'all? Look it up. So we talked about SPY, right? So SPY bounced right here. SPY bounced off this liquidity zone. All right. We said puts below 691, and then it came down, right? So if you would have caught puts here, you would have printed. All right. Hold on. Missoula, I don't know. I was in the Air Force, so a lot of people went to Maelstrom, and that's in Montana. That's the Air Force base, so I don't know. All right. Do another video from a different angle for the 130K challenge for those of us not great at puts. So what you mean? So because you could do call that challenge that I broke down, you could do calls. You just don't do puts. You see what I'm saying? So let me know what you mean. All right. So listen, y'all. So we said SPY. All right. So they came down and then they recovered, right? But they didn't get above. They closed right under where they opened at. So they might try to test up here tomorrow. And if they reject, they could come right back down, right? But on the daily, it does look bullish right here, right? It does look bullish right here. Now, we got an order block here. So we already came down. This could be a pullback right here. And then we could be getting ready to go crazy on SPY tomorrow. All right. I mean, when you see something like this, I don't even know why. If SPY comes down tomorrow, I would be shocked. Honestly, because it's almost on a fail two down. Right? It's almost on a fail two down. So with that being said, what we're going to do on SPY, we could retrace this whole candle right here. Right? We could retrace this whole candle right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to say calls above 691.72. Calls above 691.72, right? A straight retracement. If we retrace here, it's going to go crazy. All right? It's going to go crazy. So that, I mean, there's no resistance. So SPY could pop up by what, $4 or $5 and try to retest all-time high. I mean, yeah, all-time highs right here. We could realistically see SPY go to 696 tomorrow, right? That is a possibility, right? Now, we could gap down, maybe down here, and then pop up. That's a possibility as well, right? We gapped down today, then we came down, and we haven't fully filled the gap, right? If you look right here, right, we gapped down from here, right? Well, right there, but we closed right here, okay, at 693, and then we opened right here, right? That's the technical gap. So technically, based off the open and close, we have room to go up here, right, to this order block. So we got this order block at 693, right? We got an order block at 693. So if we get above 691, then we could come back up to 693. Now we do have a couple areas where we could reject between here, right? So we got to pay attention to that, but you know, we're going to see. So with SPY, let's look at the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we on a failed two up right here though, right? So we could pop up here to 692 and then reject and then come lower. Or we could just come down here and then come lower, or we could gap down again and then we could really fill the gap to the upside and go higher. All right. So when I see a candle like this, I'm not really paying attention to the downside too much because this looks very bullish right here. But what I will say is we could, pay attention to 686.04, right? Pay attention to 686.04. That's your low of day, right? If we cannot get above 691.72, then we could be coming right back down to 686.04. All right? So let me know if that makes sense on the SPY, y'all. That's the breakdown for the SPY. Let me know if that makes sense. All right, if that makes sense, let me know. Also, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right? I'm talking about bearish days where the market is going down. I guess doing calls other than 0 DTE would be the answer. No, if the market is coming down, you just ride puts. So honestly, I would just say learn how to trade to the downside. You get what I'm saying? Because like, look, this is how I look at it, right? Trading is a sport, right? Trading is a sport. So the greatest players in every single sport, they got something called a bag. You feel what I'm saying? They got something called a bag. And that bag is all their different skills. So it's like, as a trader, you want your bag to be deep. You feel what I'm saying? When people come into the league, they're known for one thing, whatever that thing is. As they develop in the league and they get better, their bag gets deeper, right? And the deeper that their bag gets, their skill sets get, the greater they become. So honestly, I would say learn how to trade to the downside. Because with that, you're going to be getting deeper into your bag and you're going to be getting better. That's the best advice I could give you. Don't run away from the downside. Learn how to play the downside. Right? That's the best advice I could give you. Quick question. What was your thoughts on PPI report today? I mean, I don't really have any thoughts on it, honestly. I'm not trying to sound naive or anything like that, but it came out. I just read price action. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I just read price action. I read candlesticks. Like, I pay attention to the news, but I just pay attention to how price action moves off of like certain data. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand like what data means, but PPI usually doesn't move the market as much as CPI does. You know what I'm saying? So that's my answer to that. So we waiting to hit over or moving up to when it's best to enter. Yeah, you wait till the range of the previous day is broken, depending on what the setup we're trading. All right, in the mornings I watch the Trading TV, Trading View, live to trading, and I just sit back and wait for them to tell me where the market is going down. There we go. What's up, Victor? What up, Sean? Oh, okay. So yeah, get your bag deep, right? Get your bag deep. Work on your bag. You feel what I'm saying? He said that bag analogy is solid. I play IWM to the downside and then wrote it up. You see what I'm saying? Like, listen, Steph Curry came in the NBA known as a shooter, right? But now he got his handles, right? They talk about so many different things. LeBron came in as who he was. He was never known as a shooter, but his field goal percentage has increased over the years. You see what I'm saying? If you look at anybody who's great, they had one core skill set, one core thing that they were great at, and as time went on, they started to add on. Every offseason, they start adding on to the things. You feel what I'm saying? Just go look at anybody that's great in any sport. Quarterbacks. A lot of black quarterbacks, they're not known to be great accuracy throwers, but they're very athletic and they can run, right? So in the offseason, that's when you see them work on staying in the pocket and passing better and becoming a higher efficiency quarterback that doesn't have to run to get yardage, right? Running backs. Some running backs are known to be physical. You see in the offseason, that's when they try to slim down a little bit and get faster and more agile. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, have your core skill set, whatever your edge is, and then every day, every week, every month, you want to start working on different parts of trading, right? So you can continue to get better, and then you can be unstoppable in the market. So no matter what happens, you can make money in the market. Now that takes time to develop, but we in this for the long haul anyway. We ain't trying to do this for a couple weeks and that's it. We in this for the long haul anyway, right? So keep working on your bag, y'all. Get your bag deep. That's my whole goal. Keep your bag deep. All right? I can't stress that enough. Listen, put in the work, right? Put in the work. I don't care how old you are, what's going on. Put in the work. Keep getting better. Keep learning. Keep working on your strategies. Keep working on your free throws, right? If you taking a loss on something, keep working on it. This is a high level sport, y'all. This is a high level sport, right? What up, OG, Mr. Colorado? How you feeling? Nah. I forgot I even had this. I'm glad it wasn't something in a TV show in the back. I was watching a movie earlier. But yeah, you have to trade both sides. Yeah, you got to trade to the up and to the downside, right? I'm gonna change it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna have a different background. This is a little fireplace right here, right? Simon understood. We here for life. Yeah, we here for life, man. At first I was afraid to play puts. Then I creeped in slowly, and now I play it pretty good. It is. It's the simplest. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, you know what I'm saying? I got cooked today. My weakest skill is a range. Like today on IWM, I'm not much a sniper because I like one solid move, right? So you start with your solid move, right? That's now your thing, and then, right? And then what happens is you start to learn how to trade a range. Even if you don't like to, you can learn how to, right? These are small little gems, right? Even though you don't like to, you can learn how to. You see what I'm saying? And just because you know how to doesn't mean you have to. But it's always good to know how to. You see what I'm saying? That just came to me. Like, understand that. All right? What up, Indecisive? Deep in your bag. All right? I used to have a weakness, right? My weakness was indexes. That was my weakness, right? See, I'm not a type that's going to come up here and act like I'm perfect, right? I used to say stop trading SPY. I still believe that now, but it was because I would get cooked on indexes. Once I found IWM and I started learning about it and I deepened my bag, right? I started working on my crossover. I started working on my hezi. I started working on my left hand, right? What happened? We started murdering IWM. And now I'm 90% from the field with IWM because I deepened my bag, right? And then what did I do? Okay, the strap method. Ooh, I really got in my bag, right? I got deeper in my bag. I started working on my agility, my moves, right? My body control, right? 3-point, mid-range, my passing, my court vision. That's the strap method, right? Now I came back from the offseason. Now we're doing MVP numbers. You see what I'm saying? I'm not just saying this because it sounds good. I'm saying this because I'm doing this in real life. I'm deepening my bag every day. You feel what I'm saying? So let this be a message to you all. Go deep in your bag. Make sure your bag is deep. You do not want to be one-dimensional in the stock market. I know everybody says trade one strategy and that's it. I'm not a fan of that. Go get a bag, right? Deepen your bag to go get a bag. You feel what I'm saying? Like, nobody gonna be perfect. I'm gonna lose games. I'm gonna get cooked some days. But I promise you, when you zoom out, I'm unstoppable. MVP numbers, right? This is a sport. This is literally a high-level sport. Trading is no different from being in the NBA. Trading is no different from being in the NFL. You want to be an MVP or you want to be a role player? I'm not here to get a minimum contract. I'm trying to get a max contract. You feel what I'm saying? Give me the max contract. I'm trying to increase my value to the point where I'm able to put up numbers that's going to yield me the ability to get a max contract. This is real life, y'all. This is real life. If you want to be the best, study and train. Yeah. Study and train like the best. I know don't nobody want to hear this stuff. Everybody just want to know what stock to trade. It ain't about that. Right? Let's go deep in the bag, y'all. All right? Appreciate that, Indecisive. I'm here to deep in my bag. Yeah, have many bags. Yeah, be unstoppable. I held on to my IWM put today until I broke even, then I got out. I panicked. I didn't catch it to the upside. Still learning how to catch those moves. Hey, I'm telling you, bro. Big Bob, it's a process. All right? It's a process. But you got out. You got out. You didn't lose. It is what it is, right? You live to fight another day. So it's all good. You feel me? That's the trading journey. You know what I'm saying? Doug said, let's go. The energy is lit today. We're going to get, I'm telling you, real talk. This is not a game, y'all. I really want you guys to understand this is not a game. I say this almost every day, and I mean that shit. Right? This year, this trading shit, this life thing, right? Building wealth, this is not a game. I'm putting my all into this on an everyday basis. Right? I'm serious when I mean MVP numbers. I want to average a triple-double this year. MVP, right? Leading the season leading scorer. I'm going for all the awards. I'm not doing this for an award, but I'm going for everything. I'm going for everything that my work ethic deserves. You feel me? I'm going for everything that my work ethic deserves. See, you don't get in life what you want. You get in life with what your work ethic deserves. That's why I show up every day, because my work ethic is undeniable. And it's only a matter of time until certain opportunities happen and certain things come into my life because of the work ethic that I have, that I possess. That's how I know I am unstoppable in this game of life, right? So I'm not just telling you guys to deepen your bag because that shit sound cool. No, I'm telling you guys because I'm in the trenches every day. I'm really a practitioner. I'm really in the game. Right? I'm really in the game. Y'all feel me? So this is real life. All right? Max contract, no minimums. He said that man sound like Ric Flair. Right about that. That's funny. Precision on levels is crazy. Hey, every day. Right? IWM got better late in the... I know. Yeah, they ran up later on in the day. Doug said I'm up 600 today, IWM and APLD. There you go, Doug. Hey, post them in the profits, bro. Right? I need someone to shadow until I can stand on my own. I have bills to pay. I mean, come join the Discord. Right? Thanks for showing up every day and putting in the work. Help us consistent. I got you. Right? Andre, true free game. Yep. Join the Discord, right? That's all you got to do. All right? All right, so we got IWM, right? We got IWM. They on a 3-bar. I think this is BS, honestly. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I feel like this is BS. Okay? Let's look at the 30-minute time frame. Really look at the 15. Okay? Look at the 15, y'all. This was absolute ridiculousness. All right? 3-bar, bearish 3-bar, fake out. Boom, right? Pops up. Comes right back down. Comes up. Comes right back down. It was creating a lower high, but this is just BS right here, right? So almost all day it chops around, and then it has a move to the upside at the end of the day, right? But it's all good. So we on a 3-bar today, right? We on a 3-bar today. So we gonna sit here and say, 263.46. We got calls above 263.46. All right, calls above 263.46. This is a bullish engulfing 3-bar, bullish 3-bar. So we could go 2 up on the day tomorrow, and we could go crazy. All right, calls above that. And then I want you guys to pay attention to I think we could come and test this 264 tomorrow, right? I want you guys to pay attention to 264.15. We might come up here tomorrow and test it and then reject from here and then come down, right? That's what I think. So yeah. So yeah, I would say calls above that. I would just wait for a rejection. And if we get below 261, you can enter in the puts. But no, really 260, 15. Okay, that's the level that it kept bouncing off of today, right? 260.15. It did not get below there all day. So 260.15 is your put level. I know it's at 263 right now. Only other way you get into puts is if it comes up here and it rejects. All right, that's the only other way. All right. So let me know if that makes sense on IWM, y'all. Let me make sense. Let me know if that makes sense. All right. Yeah, we can't complain about what happened. You know what I'm saying? The market is the market. You just gotta take these. You gotta take them on the chin. You feel me? It is what it is. All right, listen. When I take an L, I'll be like, man, it is what it is, right? Be annoyed for 3 minutes, shake it off, and keep it pushing. Because I ain't gonna do nothing for you for none of that, right? Keep your head in the game. All right. I got this pure Concord grape juice. Right? This is the one right here. Go get you some pure Concord grape juice. All right? This is the one right here. All right. So, we just went over SPY. And we just went over QQQ. What we about to do now, y'all? What we about to do now? What we gonna do, y'all? Said, what's your stops on IWM? See, this is why you got to watch my video. Market structure is your stop loss. Okay? I can't tell you what my stop loss is until I see the market structure tomorrow. So I made a video that says market structure is your stop loss. Go watch that video. I dropped it, I think, last week. All right? So yeah, market structure is your stop loss. If you guys are watching this, y'all, be sure to like this video. All right? Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay? And yeah, let me know where you guys are tapping in from. Right? Find some 808s. Oh yeah. Yeah, we about to, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we about to go fishing. All right? So, what's in grape juice? That's funny. Hey, it's them grapes. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's get it, man. Let's find some setups for tomorrow. All right. So all right. So I like Celsius right here, actually, right? I was about to swing them, but I didn't take entry, right? Is that what? Hey, y'all funny. She said grapes, LOL. He's like, what's in grape juice? I'm like, I don't know, grapes. You know? I don't really go over QQQ, but we could go over QQQ real quick. All right, look. Um, Same thing as SPY, order block. They dropped, right? They got to get below 614, 16 to really come to the downside. And you see right here, I said puts below 613.98. They never got below 613.98, and they just bounced, right? So yeah. So that's QQQ, right? Calls above 623.21 if they get above there, and they could retrace this whole candle potentially. All right. What up, Stoic Trader? How you feeling? All right. So I like this Celsius right here. So pay attention to Celsius, right? We came up. We got this gap to fill right here. We haven't rejected really yet. We've been holding this level, right? 1 day, 2 days, and 3 days. 3 days straight. We've been holding this level. Now it has made a lower low every day, right? Look here, and then it came here, and now it's here, right? These are 3 lower lows, right? But this is a higher high right here. Okay. So, okay, business. Oh, so we went over SPY and IWM. My bad. But it's a higher high right here because this is a 3 bar, right? So pay attention to this right here on Celsius. I really like this setup. If you look at them, they came right down here and they filled this fair value gap right here, right? So we got a fair value gap right here that they filled. Okay, they filled this fair value gap, right? So with that being said, if they stay right here, above here, if Celsius stays above 52.90, then we could start coming up and we could pop back up, right? So with Celsius, I'm going to say support is 52.90. I'm going to say puts below 52.90. Okay. And we're going to say calls above 54.20. All right. Calls above 54.20, puts below 52.90. Okay. That's Celsius. I like the setup. I think it could definitely do something. We've been holding this area, so we could be coming up to fill this gap right here. All right. So I don't know, right? But if we get below 52.90, then we're going to come down to $52. If we get below $52, then we're going to come right back down to this area of liquidity right here at 49. And then we're going to get some liquidity and try to go higher. All right. So that's Celsius. Okay. I like that setup. I like that setup. So I just wanted to break it down for you guys. All right. So that's Celsius. Ticker symbol is CELH. All right. Now, let me say this as well. My goal every day is to find, when I'm saying we going fishing, what I'm saying is I am looking for setups that are likely to make a big move tomorrow. Okay? That's what a setup is for me, right? Think about that. When I'm looking for a setup, this is why when I tell you guys, okay, this stock tomorrow is probably going to do this, and then it makes a big move, that is a setup, right? A setup is not a range. A setup is not when a stock goes like this and you make 5, 10%, right? A setup is, I see this thing and we got a big move coming, right? So that's how I trade, right? So just keep that in mind. Right. Pam said I took my profits yesterday at 60% on Celsius, going back into it once it settles down again. There you go. Hey, Pam, you ain't posting profits, though. Hey, you didn't post them profits, though. You know what I'm saying? But nah, shout out to Pam. Hey, just like a Capricorn, right? One thing a Capricorn going to do, they going to get some money, and they ain't gonna say nothing. All right. Do you always wait for closure on a 30-minute? No, not always. Sometimes I wait for the 10-minute or the 15-minute, and sometimes the 5-minute. It really, everything is a case by case basis, y'all. All right. And once again, this is why you need to join the Discord, because you need to learn all of the nuances, right? I'm not going to be able to answer all of the intricacy questions, all of the nuanced questions, right, on YouTube Live inside the comments, right? When you guys comment on a video and you got a specific question, you need to know that you need to join a Discord, right? I'm not going to sit here and break a whole answer down in the YouTube comments, y'all, right? So all of these small specific questions, this is what a community is for, right? That's what a community is for. I'm not going to be able to analyze every single stock that y'all want analyzed, right? If I go over it, cool, but I'm not going to be able to. Excuse me. But if you guys are in the Discord and you're like, hey, y'all, what do y'all think about this stock? I could do it, right? Somebody else could. Somebody else going to give you insight. That's the power of a community. And this is a group of people that's making money every day, right? It's a group of people that are highly trained, snipers, right? People coming in, not being confident in the market, and now they feeling good about the market. They feeling confident. They swing trading. Look, Pan, she just hit 60% on Celsius, right? She hits AMD every single day, right? That's how we get down over here. And it's so many more people. Ashley hitting 100% plus every day. Shiley hitting 40, 80, 100, 400% on a consistent basis, right? Best B hitting 150% every day, right? So it's like, you gotta learn how to get in the room, and you gotta learn how to get around people that's doing things, right? That's what a community is for. There's people that know things that you may not, that could help you get where you want to go. And you're letting $150 stand in the way between where you want to be and where you at right now, right? Do not allow a dollar amount stand in the way of where you want to get to. All right? You got to learn how to make decisions based on where you want to go versus where you are at. And don't be skeptical. All right? You know how many people in the comments said, damn, I wish I would have joined sooner? Because there's so much BS out here, right? And they like, damn, I joined a Discord. This is not BS. This is not hype. I wish I would have joined earlier. So I can't make anybody join earlier. You're going to do it when it's time, but I'm trying to help you guys see clearly, right? So that's that. All right. Nard and B said the Discord powerful. Yeah. Nard, listen. Nard is consistently growing his account. He's 5x his account from the amount he started with, right? And we got people that's already successful in their regular life, coming in the market, learning how to get in the market, right? Doing their thing. We got real people that's already making real money in their real life. And they said, I'm gonna learn this trading game. And now they're about to run up another 200K in the market, not including what they already doing in real life. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you guys, this really is like a real life movement that the world don't even know yet. I'm telling you. So I just want you guys to win. And if you're losing, if you're taking L's, if you unsure about a whole bunch of stuff, if you tired of being, going in all these different circle jerks and you ain't getting no real value, if you want real value, you're going to come over to TPC. You know what I'm saying? If you want real value, you're going to come to where the real is at. I'm just keeping it real. All right? So yeah. All right? And that's another thing. The people inside of the Discord are learning and have learned to do this on their own. Right? You tell me a place that doesn't want you to depend on them. I'll wait. We don't pride ourselves on I caught this trade and this person made this amount of money. We pride ourselves on, people are learning how to do this on their own. You feel what I'm saying? It's people that don't comment that's inside of the Discord and they're murdering the game. They don't say nothing. They don't post but they're murdering the game. Every now and then they'll come in, they'll say something here and there. Right? This is real results. This is no fluff. This is no hype. This is no hype. This is real results. This is real life. All right? He said, this is just a new skill set I love, and I learned how to love it. Exactly. Right? No place like TPC. Yeah, you making your bag deeper for sure. All right. Appreciate that, Tim. Jamila said, join us. No better place out there. We share, learn, grow daily. Don't go anywhere else. No gimmicks, no games. Right? Just straight up and down. What you see is what you get. Actually, what you see is less than what you get. You actually get more than what you see. Right? And it's like, it's just one of them things, if you guys know, you know. All right? I appreciate how you get the game up. Other people just post calls. Exactly. Right? I say this all the time. I operate off of abundance. I'm operating off of spiritual laws, right? I'm not operating off of manipulation. I'm operating off of spiritual principles that was laid out, light years ago. All right. The things that I'm operating off of have been around forever, and they're going to be. That's why I'm timeless. That's why my information is timeless. In 10 years, all of my YouTube videos are still going to be relevant. You know why? Because I'm operating off of timeless spiritual principles. Everything I say is backed by a principle. So the longer that time goes on, the more valuable all of these videos are going to be, because I don't operate off of trends. I don't operate off of what's going on today. I operate off of principles. And anytime people put out content based on principles, it takes longer to grow because we're not catching trends. But them principles, they set you up for 3, 5, 10, 15 years down the road. So I'm telling you guys right now, this is the ground floor. If you guys want to really learn, and get real practical, no hype, no fluff, it ain't about popularity, then come join, right? Everything dub, E-dub. But mainly, trading, right? Swing trading, leaps, day trading. But honestly, long term, I feel like it's kind of easy, right? I feel like it's kind of easy. You could get some index funds and you could just run up that bag, right? Or you just wait for growth stocks to come down 20, 30%. You buy into them, you let them rally, you sell at the top, and you just keep rinsing and repeating that, right? I think it's pretty simple. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you know what I'm saying? So I've been watching you for over 2 weeks. I'm going to be real with you. If he wasn't genuine, I wouldn't be wasting my time. I know what that means. He like, I don't be wasting my time on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it, money in hands. Right? I learned more in less than 2 weeks than I have in 6 months. Telling you, right? Let's keep it going, Ant. All right? So listen, y'all. So we got Celsius, we got APLD. They on a failed 2 down right here. So I'm going to look for APLD. We got a liquidity area right here. So I'm going to look for them to rally and go crazy tomorrow. I'm going to look at APLD on this failed 2 down, y'all. All right, APLD on a failed 2 down. This one looks scrumptious, right? If we can get a retracement of all of this, this is a 200% profit trade right here. If you could hold out till it gets up here, we go to the 30-minute time frame, right? If we get above high a day right here, we got to get above 36.82, and then we could a little few places we could reject that, but we could go crazy tomorrow. All right, we could come all the way up to this order block at $38. All right. So that's APLD. So that's a failed 2 down. Retracement. Google. Google is on another failed 2 down. So we got Google on a failed 2 down. All right. We got Amazon. Amazon. Hey, look, and this goes back to what I was talking about, right? Amazon is in the Mag 7. They're coming down, and you got Google going up. Y'all see what I'm saying? Google is up here. Amazon is on a downtrend now. Pay attention to the signs, all right? Intel. We got Intel. They on a failed 2 up. I don't like this setup. NVO. NVO, I like this setup. NVO could be coming down to about $56. So pay attention to that. All right. If they get below, if NVO gets below $58, then they coming down to 56. All right. Got Robinhood. We got Hims. We got Lululemon. OKLO. Dell. Dell is on a 3-bar. I like this setup right here. Dell is on a 3-bar. If Dell gets below 117.90, they could be coming down to 114. Okay? It could be coming down to 114. We got a bear flag on the hourly right here. Okay? We got a bear flag on the hourly. A move to the downside. We flagging right here. So if they get below the lower day, then you could take puts. All right? So we're going to put Dell to the downside. A 3-bar, bearish. All right. We got Nike, another 3-bar. So we're going to look for continuation. We got Nike on a bearish 3-bar. All right. If Nike gets below $65, then you could enter in the puts and you could ride it down to $64.22 and potentially even $61. All right. After this uptrend right here, so I'm going to look at Nike to the downside tomorrow. I really like this setup right here. All right. We got Affirm. Apple. They look like they trying to come up, y'all. All right. They've been on my watch list. I hit them the other day for 50%. They look like they trying to come up. Okay, so we got to really see. Apple got to get above about 261.83 now, right? This area of liquidity is trying to keep them down, but they haven't rejected. They've been creating higher lows right here, right? So Apple is in a good situation. They might rally on Friday because that's what they do sometimes. Sometimes they'll make a stock and just chop around all week, and then on Friday it'll make the move. Okay, that's what Oracle did last week, right? Look at what they did last week. Okay, all week they chopped around. They didn't do too much of anything, right? They didn't do too much of anything. This is Thursday, and then look what they did on Friday. Blasted off. That's some BS right there, right? So sometimes, you know, them contracts be getting chopped around, and out of nowhere they go crazy. All right, so that's Oracle, and that's also Apple. Okay, so that's what I think about Apple. Stoic Trader, he said, this brother is the real deal, no gatekeeper, and will help you get a bag. I didn't pay. Hey, I'm telling y'all, right? Appreciate that, Stoic Trader, right? Like every day, man, every day. We are over a year of going everyday content, right? Not just regular. I'm talking about life-changing content every day. We over a year now. Now we going on year 2. You know what I'm saying? This is real life, man. All right. Yeah, catch that replay 919. Enjoying trading and enjoying the content. Appreciate that, Dwayne. Yeah, hit that like, y'all. If you guys are watching this, let's get this video to 150 likes. All right. I'm literally giving you guys money in your pockets. All you got to do is execute. All right. I'm breaking this down to the point where a child could go click the buttons if I tell them what to click. All right. So tap in, like this video. All right. I like that he's approachable and he and Marcel will converse with you. Yeah. We was chopping it up in a Discord today, you know, for like 40 minutes. Cause I'm not no better than nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on no high horse. It ain't about that, right? This is about connecting with real people. All right, what's up, Sunshine? QBTS ran today. I didn't even catch them. Unfortunately. All right. But look, Oracle came right back down today because they rejected off of this right here. I think I talked about this yesterday. I didn't give you guys the levels, but yeah. Boom. AMD, okay. Palantir is on a 3-bar. Okay. Netflix, bearish, 3-bar. If Netflix gets below right here, oh yeah, I like Netflix to the downside for sure. Netflix, 3-bar, bearish. All right. Netflix, 3-bar, bearish. If they get below 87.93, then you could get to the downside. Right. He said Oliver Velez trains kids. I see why. Because adults got so much stuff inside of them that, yeah, I see exactly why he would say that. I don't know who that is, but I see why he say that. All right. Uber is on a bearish 3-bar right here, so it look like they trying to come down. Carvana. I told y'all about Carvana, y'all. Look at this. Carvana, bearish 3-bar. What did I tell you guys about Carvana the other day? Yesterday. What did I tell y'all? Who remembers me talking about Carvana? Who remembers me talking about Carvana? We're going to do a pop quiz. Who remembers me talking about Carvana? I think it was yesterday or Monday. It was yesterday. Who remembers me talking about Carvana? What did I say? I might trade them tomorrow. I'm putting them on my list, y'all. CVNA. Double top, right? And what do we have right here at the top? A bearish 3-bar. Bearish 3-bar, y'all. Right? If Carvana gets below 450.32, 450.32, they could come down to 437.85. That's a more than a $10 move, okay? More than a $10 move. All right? Let me give you guys the play. Just in case. Just in case I'm not clear, all right? Let's go through this real quick. We got that double top, right? We got this double top right here. 450.32 is the put level, okay? We got a bearish 3-bar after having a failed 2 up. All right? If we break below that, we could be coming down to 437. All right? So now let's go to the contracts. CVNA. Tomorrow is Wednesday. All right, so what you do is you go get a contract for 440. Look at the open interest on a 440 contract. 2,400 open interest, right? 440, right? Out the money, and then you let it come down to 437. All right? This is the price target because there's an area of liquidity here. And now that we started to come down and we're on a double top and the neckline is all the way down to 390, it makes sense for them to come right down here. Okay? And on average, they move $19 a day. So this move could happen tomorrow, y'all. Am I making sense? Like, do I just be talking or am I making sense? Do I just be talking or am I making sense, y'all? Double top on a daily. Bearish 3-bar at the top of the second top. No support until $15 below the low of day. If we break below the low of day, take entry. Your price target is the area of liquidity I just mapped out, 437. You could get a 440 strike price out of the money. It's not that much money, and you could be patient and write it down. Boom. 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 All right? See? See? This is what I'm saying. I just broke it down. The price target is 437. Out of the money contract. Open interest is way higher. Right? Your price target is 437. You get a 440 contract. If it goes from 450 to 442, you're going to be up 500%. That's why you get an out of the money contract. That's why you get an out of the money contract. All right? That's why you get an out of the money contract. I'm telling y'all. Listen, if you want to make some money, man, come fuck with TPC. All right? If you want to understand the stock market, come fuck with TPC. Right? If you just want to take trades, go somewhere else, right? I ain't being disrespectful, right? But this is coming to me, right? I break all of this down on an everyday basis. When I'm trading IWM, I'm getting out of the money contracts on 0 day to expirations. I ain't scared. I'm not scared. Out of the money scares people that don't understand the game. Once I understood how you could get 0 day to expire, you could get out of the money contracts and you could make way more money. So instead of me putting up $3,000 in a trade and getting 10% and making 300, I could put up $700 and I can make 100% and make more money by putting up less money. The name of the game in trading is expose yourself to the least amount of risk as possible to make the most amount of money. That's the name of the game. This Friday expiration. All right. But listen, E-Dub Mattress, right? You got to know how to read the price action. And that's why I say join the Discord. Because if tomorrow something else happened and they reverse it, I can't help you. Can't nobody help you. At that point, you got to figure out what to do. And if you are not well versed in this game, then you gonna get cooked. Right? I'm telling y'all, you got to know your price target. That's how I base my strike price, is knowing my price target. Right? Sherry, come join the Discord. All right? Keith said, hey, I just learned today you can trade, get out of the money and still make money even if you don't pass that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, y'all. So look, on Monday, right? On Monday, I got into Apple, right? I did not get the silver short. On Monday, I get into Apple, right? My regular account and my small account. I caught it in the Discord, right? Apple was at, let me show you guys. Apple was at right here. Okay. Apple was about at like 259. Okay. Watch this. It was at about 259. Right. I took entry and I got a 265 strike price. Okay. Just so you guys know I'm not BSing you, right? Because I don't do that stuff. This is why I post this stuff so we could do what we do. All right. All right. So look at this. I got a 265 strike on Apple calls, right? 265 strike. At the time, this was on Monday. At the time, Apple was at about 259, right? I got in. It ran up crazy. It ran up to 261.30, right? Look, I got in at 727, and then this got posted at what? 728. It was 2 minutes. I was up 41%. 41% in two accounts. This just is my small account. Literally 2 minutes, I was up 41%. 41%. And when I got out, this is showing $39. On this, I made 53%. The contract was $93. I made over 50% in less than 2 minutes. No cap. And you see, I said that happened too quick. I got out at 41% profit. I told everybody I got in at 7:27, y'all. 7:27 a.m. And this is 7:28 a.m. And I'm up 41%. You see the screenshot here, I was only up 2%. Right? I'm not lying to you guys. I got a 265 strike price. 265 strike price. Apple was at 259. I got out at 261. And look, 41% in 2 minutes. What are we doing here? Right? Just cancel one other group just now. Come on, bro. Come on. Right? So yeah, key, it took me a second to learn that too, but it's called the options chain, and the chain moves together. Yep, it moves together. Just be careful. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a dummy, right? Like, I get it. You did, Alchemist. I remember you posted in the Profits. I think you had got in a little earlier, but yeah, right? So this is what I'm saying, y'all. Okay? Like, this is the stuff I'm talking about. This ain't a game, y'all. This is not a game. When you learn how to do I use out of the money contracts all the time? I use them a good amount of time, but I don't use them all the time, right? So, listen, to really understand this game thoroughly, you got to really get in the game, right? Kobe ain't Kobe without Phil Jackson. Michael Jordan ain't Kobe without Phil Jackson, right? Steph Curry ain't Steph Curry without Steve Kerr. You feel what I'm saying? The greatest players had the greatest coaches, because the greatest coaches could see outside of themselves. You guys need somebody and a group that could help you see outside of yourself so you could rapidly speed up your success. Right? I'm giving you guys some real life game that it took me a while to figure out, and nobody was sharing it. Like, nobody was breaking down shit like I'm breaking it down. I keep saying this because it's so true. I just kept getting this generic information, right? I wish I found you sooner. The growth I've had in my knowledge and my account is unreal just since November. Don't put it off. No better time to join. Yeah, join now, man. If you can't go deep in the money contracts, seems like in the money contracts get hunted down like a stop loss. Shit, yeah. And that's like out of the money contracts, it's less risk. It's less risk. Because an in the money contract is going to be more money, right? Yeah, the delta is going to be higher and theta and stuff like that. But it's like when you know how to read the charts and you know how to understand the charts and you understand the strat method, out of the money is not a scare anymore. So this is how I'm able to, when I couple out of the money contracts, the strat method and order blocks, bro, I started getting 50% like it was 12%. You know what I'm saying? Real life. And I'm trying to help you guys get there. I'm trying to help you guys see this game. It ain't got to be as hard as you think. If you struggling, if you beating your head, if you keep being frustrated, you need to join a community, and I mean that. Right? Like real life. Just tune in and what it is you teach. I'm interested in learning. Come on. Come on. Watch all my videos. Join the Discord. Right? Steve Kerr played for... Exactly. Steve Kerr played for Phil Jackson. Steve Kerr is such a great coach because he played for Phil Jackson. Feel me? What to expect in the first 30 days to change your life, right? You come in, you lock in on the course, you come trade with us in live, right? Take some of the swing trades. You should be able to at least double your account, right? And then you start getting confidence, you start taking trades on your own, and then boom. 90 days, you should be able to 3 to 4x your account in 90 days if you lock in and focus. All right? So, yeah. So listen, y'all. Are you using the strat or SMC? The strat method. That's all I talk about, right? Smart money concepts it's a thing, right? But I use order blocks, which is smart money concepts, and I use the strat method. All right? So, I told you guys what I'm focusing on. We got Carvana, banger alert right there. All right, if it breaks that level, we got Netflix. If it breaks that level, I like Nike. If it breaks that level, all right. These are all 3 bars. Bearish 3 bars right here. Dell, if it breaks that level, all right. All 3 to the downside. Dell, Nike, Netflix, and Carvana. If they break these levels to the downside that I talked about, you take entry and you go change your life tomorrow. All right? And I want you guys to comment tomorrow's video and let me know what happened. All right? Or we going to celebrate tomorrow in tomorrow's live. All right? Yeah, the course comes with the Discord. It's attached to it. This is like an experience, y'all. Right? You get day trading, scalp trading. You get a whole course, a whole curriculum. I don't even call it a course, it's a curriculum, right? And then you get mentorship as well. We have a weekly study session also. There's no way you can lose, all right? I'm trying to learn the strat. I watched a few videos, but I'm still trying to understand it. Come on to the Discord, right? That's going to be the answer because I'm not going to, listen, just come on. I know even if you trade and you're doing your thing, like, listen, if you want to learn the strat, then you've been watching me, right? I'm the only person that's putting out content every day that focuses on the strat method. If you want to really understand it in a real way, you're going to come to the TPC and you're going to learn it, right? It's simple as that. Do you pay for TradingView to see the liquidity zones? No, that is a different indicator. I made a whole video about it on Lux Algo. Lux Algo is what I use to see the liquidity sweeps. All right. Complete sense for everyone watching. No one ever gives a call out like this for free. Imagine what you pick up. Exactly. Right? I'm going to jump in and dizzy for sure. Yeah, let's get it. All right? So listen, y'all have a great night. Like I always say, make sure you get up out your head. Go get into this world because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right? And also remember, y'all, the more you study, the less you worry. All right? You guys have a great night. Can you do this with a full-time job? Absolutely, you can do it with a full-time job. There are people that have full-time jobs that are making an extra full-time income doing it, right? I ain't gonna say no names, but it's some people doing it, all right? So listen, y'all have a great night. I'm gonna holler at you guys on tomorrow's video. All y'all stay smooth, man. Peace.